Hey everyone, Justin from Adventures Away, and welcome back to the channel. If you're getting ready for your first cruise, you've probably already started making your packing list. You have your swimsuits, sunscreen, medications, travel documents, and maybe even a few outfits picked out for formal night. But today we're going to flip that packing list around and talk about the things you should absolutely leave at home. Most people know that firearms and illegal drugs aren't allowed on board, but there are actually quite a few prohibited items that surprise first-time cruisers every single day. Bringing one of these items could mean it's confiscated at the cruise terminal, delayed boarding, or in some cases even more serious consequences. Today I'm sharing 10 items you should never bring on a cruise that aren't always obvious to new travelers, so let's get started. Let's begin with clothing irons and garment steamers. After spending time packing nice clothes for dinner or formal night, it's completely understandable to want a way to remove wrinkles once you arrive. Unfortunately, clothing irons and nearly all garment steamers are prohibited on cruise ships because they create a significant fire hazard. Cruise ships take fire prevention extremely seriously since there are thousands of passengers on board at any given time. Even a small appliance can present an unnecessary risk. If your clothes do end up wrinkled, don't worry. Most cruise lines offer pressing or laundry services for a reasonable fee, and one of my favorite tricks is simply hanging your clothes in the bathroom while taking a hot shower. The steam usually helps remove most wrinkles without needing to bring any prohibited appliances. Next up are surge protectors and extension cords, and this one catches a lot of people by surprise. Cruise cabins typically don't have many electrical outlets, so it's natural to think about packing a power strip. The problem is that surge-protected power strips and extension cords are prohibited on most cruise lines because they can interfere with the ship's electrical systems. If security finds one in your luggage, chances are it will be held until the end of your cruise. Instead, purchase a cruise-approved USB charging hub or a non-surge protected outlet splitter that's specifically designed for cruise travel. I never leave home without one because it allows me to charge my phone, smartwatch, camera batteries, and portable battery pack all at the same time. Another item that surprises many first-time cruisers is candles, incense, and wax warmers. Maybe you enjoy having your hotel room smell like your favorite candle from home, but cruise ships have a strict no open flame policy. That means candles, tea lights, incense, oil burners, and wax warmers all need to stay behind. Even if you never intended to light the candle, security can't verify that, so they may still confiscate it. If you'd like your cabin to smell fresh throughout your vacation, consider bringing a small room spray or odor eliminator instead. Those are generally acceptable and don't pose the same safety concerns. Let's talk about drones next. Drones have become incredibly popular over the last several years, and many travelers assume they'll be able to capture amazing aerial footage of the ship or beautiful ports of call. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. While some cruise lines allow you to bring a drone on board, you're generally not permitted to fly it from the ship or from cruise line private islands. In many ports, local laws also prohibit drone flights or require special permits before you can legally operate one. If you're thinking about packing your drone, make sure you research both your cruise line's policy and the regulations for every destination on your itinerary. Otherwise, you may end up carrying an expensive piece of equipment that never leaves your backpack. Large Bluetooth speakers are another item worth leaving at home. Everyone enjoys listening to music while relaxing on vacation, but cruise ships are shared spaces. Large portable speakers can easily disturb other guests around the pool, on balconies, or even inside neighboring cabins. Some cruise lines discourage them altogether, while others may prohibit larger models. If you'd like to enjoy your favorite playlist during your cruise, headphones are always the best option. If you do bring a small personal speaker, be respectful of those around you and keep the volume low, especially in your cabin or on your balcony where sound tends to travel much farther than people realize. Many first-time cruisers also try to save a little money by bringing their own alcohol on board, but that's another area where you need to understand your cruise line's policies. Most cruise lines prohibit passengers from bringing beer, liquor, or homemade alcoholic beverages. Some lines do allow a limited amount of wine during embarkation, but every cruise line has different rules regarding bottle size and quantity. Cruise security has seen just about every trick imaginable when it comes to hiding alcohol in water bottles, shampoo bottles, or fake sunscreen containers, and those attempts usually end with the alcohol being confiscated before you ever step on board. It's simply not worth the risk. Heating appliances are another category that many travelers don't think about. Travel coffee makers, electric kettles, hot plates, rice cookers, immersion heaters, and electric skillets are all generally prohibited because they create heat and increase the risk of fire. I know some people can't imagine starting their morning without their favorite coffee maker, but thankfully cruise ships make that pretty easy. Complimentary coffee is available throughout the day on most ships, and nearly every major cruise line also has specialty coffee shops, where you can grab everything from espresso drinks to iced coffees if you're looking for something a little nicer. Sporting equipment is another area where travelers should do a little research before packing. Items like baseball bats, hockey sticks, spear guns, surfboards, and other oversized recreational equipment may not be allowed in your cabin, or could be stored by the cruise line until you're in port. While these items are perfectly legal to own, cruise lines often classify them as potential safety concerns on board. If your vacation includes activities like golfing, fishing, or scuba diving, it's always a good idea to check with your cruise line before bringing specialized equipment so you know exactly what is and isn't permitted. One of the most surprising categories for many travelers is self-defense items. Even if you legally carry pepper spray, mace, a taser, stun gun, or certain knives at home, those items generally aren't permitted on cruise ships. Cruise terminals have security procedures similar to airports, and prohibited items are often discovered during the screening process. Before heading to the terminal, take a few minutes to double-check your purse, backpack, or carry-on bag to make sure you didn't accidentally leave something inside that you normally carry in everyday life. Finally, let's finish with one that surprises almost everyone: fresh fruits, vegetables, homemade foods, and certain meats. While these aren't always prohibited on board, taking them off the ship into many ports of call often is. These restrictions exist because many countries have strict agricultural laws designed to prevent insects, diseases, and invasive pests from entering their ecosystems. Likewise, when returning home after your cruise, you'll need to declare certain food items purchased abroad when going through customs. It might seem harmless to grab an apple or banana from the buffet before heading ashore, but depending on where you're visiting, you could be required to throw it away before leaving the ship. Hopefully this list helps you avoid some common mistakes before your first cruise. Every cruise line has slightly different policies, so before packing your suitcase, take a few minutes to review the prohibited items list on your specific cruise line's website. That small amount of preparation can save you a lot of frustration at the cruise terminal and help your vacation get off to the best possible start. I'd love to hear from all of you. Have you ever accidentally packed something that wasn't allowed on a cruise? Or have you seen another passenger have an item confiscated during boarding? Share your story down in the comments below because I always enjoy reading your experiences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Adventures Away for more cruise tips, travel guides, and ship tours, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.